Most gracious Heavenly Father, we thank you so much for the opportunity to come together and do the city's business. We pray, Lord, that you'll give our hearts and minds wisdom and courage and discernment. We know, Lord, that we all exist by the gift of you and of your Son, and this, Lord, we're deeply appreciative. All this we ask in Jesus' name and in his sake. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, we'll call to order the meeting of the regular meeting of City of Stilwell. Folks, but first we'll have our improvement authority meeting. Will you call the roll, Larry?
Yes. Coy Nettles.
Here.
Barrett Harris. David Johnson.
Here.
Jim Sprague. Here. Lane Kendall.
Here.
Mayor Jean Ann Wright.
Here.
All accounted for.
All right, special agenda, discussion possible decision to approve, reject, or amend board meeting dates for calendar year 2026.
That's on the back side of your agenda, I believe, in the book. That's just standard first meeting of each quarter.
Second.
Motion by Jim, second by Lane to approve those days. Coy?
Yes.
Barrett? Yes. Debbie?
Yes.
Jim?
Yes.
Lane?
Yes.
Jeanne?
Yes.
Motion is carried unanimously.
And there is no need for
Executive session.
executive session. So I'll call for adjournment, and let's move right into our regular meeting of the city council. We'll call that meeting to order, and would you do a roll call?
Coy Nettles?
Here.
Barrett Harris? Here. Debbie Johnson?
Here.
Jim Sprague? Here. Lane Kendall?
Here.
All present and accounted for.
Thank you. Mayor's comments. Okay. All I can say is wow. Guys, the train, the holiday train, and the vendor Christmas market event we had on Saturday, the crowds were estimated at about 3,500 to 4,000 people. We had people from Canada, we had people from Florida, we had people from Utah, Northwest Arkansas, Tulsa. It was crazy, wasn't it, Charlie? Parking, we utilized every parking spot. Dale's guys had gone out Wednesday and roped off places to park, and that carnival grounds was full. It was one of the most amazing events I've been a part of. It was just incredible to see so many people having so much fun. I'm sorry y'all missed it if you didn't get to go, but it's on Facebook and there's lots. As of 5:30, one of our videos that Renee put up on our Facebook site had 75,000 views. It was crazy. So lots and lots of engagement and lots of people saying pause, and not one negative event. I mean, not one negative comment, so y'all know in itself, that's something pretty special. Next thing we have coming up is the parade, and that is December 12th at 6 p.m. It should be a great event as well. We have lots of parade entries. I encourage the 12th at 6. I encourage all council members, come ride in the parade. Have your vehicle in the parade. Decorated. The more the merrier, in my opinion. I'll ask now, are there public comments? Anyone that signed up to speak? Okay. Hearing none, council, if you'll look over the FYIs, and then we'll start with our department reports. Chad?
I actually have two reports. Tina from 911 asked me to give you an update that she texted me. She said that they still have 3 of the 6 trunk lines that are not working. AT&T has all 6 lines fully up and tested. Ozark Go is not able to help us this time because AT&T cannot send 911 information through fiber for at least a year. So they're still stuck waiting on Windstream Unity. They contacted the FCC again, and they have a conference call with them in the next day or so. So that's the update on the 911.
Okay.
All right. For police department, we had 56 reports. We brought in $16,142.30. Still have an outstanding balance of $379,197.26. There were 27 arrests. There were 875 radio logs. 194 of those were traffic stops, 36 were 911 police calls, 11 agency assist, 15 alarm calls, 3 domestic calls, 36 general police call-outs, 4 intoxicated drivers, 4 intoxicated pedestrians, 5 motor vehicle accidents, 3 noise complaints, 1 shots fired call, 14 disturbance calls, 13 suspicious activity calls, and 7 theft calls. I will let y'all know December the 10th, which is on a Wednesday, will be the FOP Christmas party at the community building at 6 o'clock. Also, December 18th, y'all are more than welcome to come. We have our annual Shop with a Cop. This year, Mr. B's is donating pizza for all the kids, and Shania Merchant has filled out a deal through McKee to get us Little Debbie snack cakes for all of them as well. So,
Christmas tree cakes.
Christmas tree.
Thank you.
Ross?
Okay, community development for, talking about other code enforcement at 32 new cases, 2 abatements, 1 lien, 5. Animal control had 6 new cases, the case for 3 different animals alive, 1 deceased animal, 1 surrendered animal, 1 abandoned animal, 1 new dog license. The permitting department issued 22 new permits, 12 dry cells, 30 barn, 5 temporary, and 2 building permits.
Thank you, Ross. Dale?
I apologize, I forgot to get mine turned in, printed off today and forgot it in there.
Well, just tell them.
Trimming trees, we started our tree trimming in our Fairfield, pretty much wrapped up, stopping down in the lower part of town here. We also still burning some of the stumps and trees up there at the south of the jail, getting that all cleaned up. We finished the water and sewer at the announcer's box, press box, out Carson Park. It is done as far as that. And then sanitation picked up right at $500,000 pounds of trash.
Thank you, Dale. Charlie?
This month we had 1 house fire in the county, 1 grass fire in the city, 5 grass fires in the county, 4 motor vehicle accidents in the city, 1 traffic control in the city, 4 motor vehicle accidents in the county, 4 lift assists with the EMS in the city, 2 vehicle fires in the city, 1 smoke alarm fire alarm in the city, one smoke alarm in the county, and 2 community services, with a total of 26 runs. Our Christmas party, our Corpus Christmas party will be December the 9th at 6 o'clock. You're all invited, and I will get you an official invite.
Thank you, Charlie.
Mayor, I forgot to tell you, our Christmas party will be December the 19th at 6 o'clock. You know, we're invited.
I will again interject right here how grateful I was to all departments for assisting with traffic control, blocking off Saturday night. With that many people at the park, it could have been a madhouse. But everyone jumped in and. Right. All right, we'll move into the consent agenda. Look that over. If you all have any item that you would like to be removed and discussed, we can. And if not,
Well, I recommend we table on the agreement with the library. I got a call today asking us to do so because they think that the city needs a little more control. Apparently they're cutting library hours back in a lot of places. And
Back to 30 hours.
yeah, and they would like the city to have some say or control over that. So it has been requested we table this till perhaps that's addressed.
I've looked at the library contract that you're talking about right now. I've highlighted several things that we need to discuss.
So we just won't pull it out.
let's just pull that one out.
Can we pull out item 1, 2, Larry? I wasn't present for the
Well-
10 special meetings.
It's vague. According to this contract, we're to provide them with a special type of building with special things. And paragraph 2, it would be better if we just put the town shall provide building space at 5 North 6th Street in appropriate condition. In 3B, custodial services including implementation of special cleaning protocols recommended by flooring professionals. What's that? I have no idea. And then the way it is worded, according to Nancy Garrett, Nancy Ferrier, she believes that it cuts back their time that the library is open to 30 hours per week. So I was hoping she'd be here this evening, but she's not. So I'm not sure what you guys want to do, but there's several things in here that, this is a contract for an area. Town's much bigger than this one, 4 or 5
I'm
county
sure
areas or
that they
whatever.
sent that out to
And this
just
is
all
a-
of them.
Special, a deal for everybody to sign, but I don't think it's quite applicable to our situation, especially paragraph 2, or A2, that describes what kind of temperature control we have to have, what type of building we have to have, what type of signage, all kinds of things. We agree to provide them a building that's working order and maintained. As far as meeting all those other things, I think we're prepared to do that financially.
All right, we'll put that under item number 1, and someone, then we'll pull it out and then we'll also pull out item number 1 under the consent agenda. Is there anything else that you all want pulled out?
Do your special meetings line, that's number 1.
Yeah. But everything else is good with me.
Is that a motion?
I'll make that a motion.
Excluding 1 and 9.
Yes.
Second.
Motion to approve 2 through 8 and number 10. Those are the things at 1 and 9. By Lane. Second by Jim. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Coy.
Yes.
Barrett.
Yes.
Debbie.
Yes.
Jim.
Yes.
Lane.
Yes.
Motion is carried 5 to 1.
Okay, and item number 1 is approval of minutes, regular meeting of November 3rd, 2025, and special meeting minutes November 10th, 2025.
I'll make a motion to approve those. With the exception of Lane for a special meeting, is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll second that.
Yeah, I'll just abstain.
Make sure I get that language down. Okay, motion by Jim, second by Debbie.
Yes.
Coy?
Yes.
Barry? Yes. Debbie?
Yes.
Jim? Yes. Lane?
Abstain.
Okay. Motion carried 4 with an abstention.
And item 9, approve agreement for library services, facility and maintenance for 25-26 with the Eastern Oklahoma Library System.
May I suggest we just table that?
Yes.
Do I have a motion to table? I'll make it. Second. Motion table by Jim, second by Barry. Boyd?
Yes.
Barry? Debbie?
Yes.
Jim? Lane?
Yes.
Motion is tabled.
Item 2, discussion for possible decision to approve, reject, or amend the request to place a manufactured home at 442 Cherokee Street with Sonia Gonzalez, requiring a variance to have a manufactured home outside of the 2 recognized mobile home parks. Is someone here to talk about that? Would that be you? You want to stand up and tell us about state your name and what you do?
Katie Kirk, I'm just wanting to see if I could put a mobile home in between where those, or where that lot is where I bought. And see what I need to do for that.
Is that in Fairview?
Where-
Fairview? Is it up in Fairview?
Across the tracks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
John, doesn't know where Fairview is.
I don't either. Y'all are old.
You don't know where Fairview's at?
I do, but I've learned it since I've been here. So, Katie, the problem that this body has with those, and we all understand the housing situation of everybody, right? That's the easiest thing to do. But since I've been on council, it's been extremely limited allowance of placement of these mobile homes. And the reason being is your whole town would turn into a mobile home, right?
Yeah.
And it's a rough situation for everyone that's sitting up here because I understand, the quick, easy thing to do is to throw that mobile home there. But, this is just where we've been at with this since, I don't know, 3 or 4 years.
We're gonna need to do something about this in the future, and maybe, I don't know if we can or not, but we're denying too many people a place to live. And again, we don't wanna be a county town, I get that, but I've seen us deny people one after another.
Yeah, there's too many of them. It needs looked at.
There's got to be a way, if you look, the gentleman before, 130, 150, okay, I see 80,000. You can't build anything for less than 145 a foot. I understand why people can't go out here and build 2,000-foot homes, can't afford it. But we're denying people a place to live that they can afford right now.
What does it take to establish a mobile home park?
Well, because they're right in that area, there's mobile homes
Like the city
everywhere.
of Stilwell, it's zoning, you have to put in, if it's in the city limits, you have to have access to the sewer and city water. If it's outside the city limits, it's septic tank, no water.
So we might look at some areas that we could designate as mobile home parks in the future.
Yes, we could do that, or we could, hire someone there's corporations that buy up mobile home parks and evict people and then take their mobile home and re-rent it out. That's why the other people make literally billions of dollars doing it. I don't know if the city wants to run one or if they want a contractor to run one under certain circumstances, but as many people as are needing a mobile home, it might be a good idea to approve plans for another part of the city to be a mobile home park or annex a block of land near the city to put in one. But it's, the demand, as we've seen off and on, is there. But unfortunately, they get into mobile home parks and the lot rental is anywhere from $400, $500, $600 just to rent a lot. Plus the mobile home payment, and they can't make a payment, they foreclose, and then it costs so much to move one that they abandon it. And then the person who owns the mobile home park takes it over, starts renting it out. So that's the business model on it. It's sad that that's kind of the way they go. So it just spirals downward because of the cost.
One thing, if you've noticed, we've got though two, I mean, it's a good idea, a specific place, but we've got Cherokee Street, the lady on 4th Street, Mr. Hendrickson on 5th and whatever it was. We've got the people that own these pieces of property that want to specifically put homes there, but I just think there's got to be a way. Again, I don't want to be a mobile home fan, I get it, but what can, I want you guys to think. This has been bothering me for 2 or 3 months. Think about what we can do, and maybe this new park's it, I don't know. But these people, sir, do you own your lot up there?
Yeah.
The lady on 4th Street did, the Sam did. So these people already have ownership of their land and access to utilities, so, I don't know what the answer is, but this has been bothering me for a while because we're just denying people. I mean, it's $80,000. It's something that's gonna cost you $250,000. I mean, what can we do? I mean, what can we do?
One possible solution might be coming up with a way that they could take a mobile home and make it into a permanent residence, just like a house,
Well,
like a foundation.
that's a legal requirement. And I know for a fact that the social district judge in this county will never approve a mobile home becoming real property. She sits on the bench a number of times, and she just flat rejects it. So it's personal property and always remains personal property as far as she's concerned. We might want to lobby David Arden or somebody to make some exceptions to it. I don't know the answers to it, but I know that there is a housing problem for sure.
There's, if you've seen them underpinned and nice brick molding or something that, well, like what the gentleman first presented, this was a nice, the two pieces, they come together, landscaped, and sectioned. I mean, it looked nice, especially for down there. Nice.
The pictures look nice.
The pictures look nice. But, I don't know, there's got to be a way to help
Pay
people.
somebody to landscape and do it yourself.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it looked nice. There's got to be a way to help people, that's what I'm advocating. You guys think about that, there's something.
This is gonna shock y'all, but I agree with Jim. There has to be a way.
It's
Like
like
there,
about time, like, no.
No way
No,
can
you-
you
I know
build a
you
new
explained
home,
stuff
a
this
new
way.
home for 80,000, even if it's a tiny home.
well, and Jim and I have discussed this after the first 2 or 3 of these that have come to us. And whatever a judge defines as real property and personal property, I don't know. But it's really it's a weird situation, right? Because it ain't like that's would be the only trailer house up there.
Exactly.
They're all over the place up there. And this guy's trying to do it right and come through the channels. This is what he wants to do, this is what he can do, this is what's easy. And here we are telling him, no, he can't do it. And I'm like, Jim, I understand, I don't want the whole town, to necessarily just be like a big trailer park, but there has to be a solution somewhere.
Well, the solution now is designated mobile home parks. That's the way the town's addressed it.
There's gotta be a better one than that.
Ross, do you know if we designate an area of town as mobile home acceptable? If that's something the zoning.
We do, I don't know who owns that area, there's a big section off the Young, between section and Third, before, there's a trunk line out there
Yeah.
that's zoned for.
We might
Gee,
check to
Fairview would be,
see,
it's full.
right, because where this young man up there, there's already lots of old mobile homes up there, but, so I get it, but maybe there's areas where there's already X amount within a zone, we bring that to our planning and zoning committee and ask for some variances, areas. Jim, I'd be glad to, if you would serve on a committee to do that. Lane,
I'll
you're
volunteer.
told to do that too. Jeff? All right.
No, we don't.
How many square foot is that trailers?
It is, 902 square foot.
Oh, I was gonna say,
It's right now.
Right.
I was gonna say 1,500, if you build one right now, the 140. 1,500 is a pretty small house, 210,000. I mean, so, that's what I'm saying. You can afford to get into that, but might well afford to build.
I,
Yeah,
I'll
what do you do, son?
stay out of this.
I don't know that the work group's gonna have a solution in mind. It won't happen.
No.
Well, you've got to take into consideration the surrounding homeowners that have stick-built homes, what their reaction would be. So the property out on Young may be acceptable, I don't know. I don't know exactly what he's talking about.
That would have been nice if all the fair.
What do you say, Ross? What part of you? What part
It's
of
just west of Fourth or Fifth right there.
Green's trailer, old trailer park area.
Oh, okay, I got you. That's the
And
things
we're pretty sure that even that pasture is still zoned for that too.
on the south of Young,
Who owns that property?
North side, yeah.
or north. Yes, that's you.
That's a general.
Blake Kennel, he lives in Arkansas, somewhere in Arkansas, Ozark or somewhere like
My concerns, council, if you approve this tonight.
You can. We denied the meeting.
We've denied so many others we've set precedents on.
But we have to get this work group together now. Ross, can you help us? Well, I guess I'll be the bad guy. Make a motion to reject item 2.
Second.
Motion by Lane to reject, second by Barry. Coy?
No.
Barry?
Yes.
Debbie?
Yes.
Jim?
No.
Lane?
Now you gotta be the bad guy.
Yes. But I mean, okay.
It's your motion.
No, I mean, that's what I'm saying, but
Hey, you go get your motion.
I've seen it.
Good for you, Coy.
Item 3, discussion of possible decision to approve, reject, or amend proposed renewal of our mowing contracts with Caterpillar Lawn Solutions for all city property with the exception of the city cemetery at an annual cost of $143,641.
I have given you a copy of the contract they're proposing. It's the same contract as last year, just changed the dates, is all it is. What they have done, rather than raise the price, is drop out the cemetery.
Oh.
Why they drop the cemetery?
Feedback. And also, they were gonna have to raise the prices tremendously because of it. So what we have down here is whether we want to go ahead and prove to renew their contract for everything in the city except cemetery, which is what they're requesting, or send back an amended thing for them, or put it all out for bids.
Council, I will tell you, it has not been bid since 2020.
It needs to be.
Dale, what's your, have you guys taken a number, right? That'll have you guys taking over?
Yeah, if we don't bid it out, yeah.
Well, I think we have
The next
bids.
agenda
Yeah,
item
we-
is to bid it out.
You take bids and then.
Item 4 is to bid out the cemetery.
Well, but I'm trying to say, I got you, okay.
And I talked to the mayor today, I mean, I don't care if y'all want us to take it over, all of it, that's fine. We'll just need to put on some more hands and get some more mowers, and
That's good.
that's totally up to you guys, whatever y'all want us to do.
Dad, we went through this several years ago, and the cost analysis was that it was cheaper to contract. Would you think that's probably still the case?
We could probably do some seasonal workers on that,
Yeah.
you know, just add the equipment, do the seasonal mowers, or workers. It's totally up to you guys.
I deal with a lot of this at work and, not just, I mean, obviously, anytime there's any kind of a problem, it's like, hey, street department, we need you to move the moon or whatever, you know? But I do deal with a lot of this stuff at work and you can't do it for what you can bid it out for, in most cases. You can't.
Yeah.
You can pencil it any way you want to and you can try the seasonal stuff, but, I mean, it's a whole lot easier to just call people on their contract, so.
Our contractor's done an exceptional job year after year,
Yeah.
but we've got to let it out.
Well, and I think on the bigger lots, I think it's very important that it needs to be specified that, you know, you have this much equipment, you know, to prove that you can actually take care of a place of that. That's a big job. Because if not, Barrett's gonna be getting phone calls and coy about the, you know, one end of the bypass being mowed and the other end being armpit deep, so.
Yeah.
Jael, could you help us put together
Specs,
report,
basically.
Some bid specs, sure.
Thank you. You better say that. Okay, do I have a motion for,
I make a motion to let out bids.
that's not how it reads.
Oh,
That's the contract.
Okay.
Number 3.
So number 3, if we wanted to put out bids, we would reject number 3 and just say, it says reject and or amend. So you can reject number 3 and also at the same time amend it to put out bids for the various projects.
So moved.
Okay, now I gotta write all that down.
Larry, didn't his exhibit say, it excludes the cemetery, didn't it? Or-
Yeah, see, they were on the back side of it, they marked out cemetery. Yeah, that's the bid that Four Killers giving us, right there.
but it's the
They
same cost
took-
as last year, but they
Same
took
cost
out
as
the.
last year, but they took cemetery out.
Right.
In other words, they raised their cost and price of the cemetery.
Yeah.
The bad part about it is everybody knows the bid now.
I thought we said the next time.
Well, it ain't broken out by-
It would
It's
be
not
good.
broken down into some specifics, so
I do have that information on how much for each, I believe, but I can dig it out, that this contract was based on last year.
I mean, they'll have to bid it out, just like everybody else if
Yeah.
they choose to.
On the motion to bid it out, I'm assuming each property separately.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, do I have a second for that?
That, I'll second that. That's gonna be a big mess,
Yeah, it is.
because something's not gonna be done on this property, but it will be done on another property, and nobody's gonna know who the hell called a complaint.
Yeah, they will, they'll call the city.
Yeah.
trust me,
Yeah,
we
but-
know who we're calling.
Yeah, there's 2 of us, that's
Yeah,
what we call.
and
The way it's usually split up is right-of-way mowing and then city properties. It'll just be two
But
separate.
it's gonna turn, I'm afraid it's gonna turn out to be a big mess with different people taking care of different properties,
It won't be
and
that
what
way.
one considers
It's not gonna be
adequate,
that way.
another may not.
But
But
that's the fair way to do it though, Coy, because if you put it all out there and said bid all of it, like, I mean, right now, how many different ones are there? There's just one right now, right?
Well, right now, they bid right-of-way mowing and city properties. It's a separate.
And each city property is different.
Each city property is included in that one bid to do this, like the old city hall, the library, the community building. That's the way it's normally been done.
Corey, you understand, that bid will be for that group of properties. is that-
Yeah.
That's the way it's been done in the past, yes.
I know, for the whole,
All the city properties is one bid, all the
Right-of-way mowing.
right-of-way mowing is one bid, and the cemetery is one bid.
Yes.
That's the
And
way
one
it's done.
person, if they have the equipment, can bid on all that and get it all.
And that's what Portland has done in the past.
3 different bids.
It's just been 5 years since it's rebid, and for that large amount, we need to rebid.
So this is what we have right now. You have city offices and buildings are all lumped together.
Yes, yes.
City Hall, the library, Fletcher Park, Stilwell Community Building, KCS Depot, DB Gaines, Fire Station 1 and 2, the dog pound, the police department. That's all grouped as one. Then you got the right-of-ways, like Dale talked about, listed here as bypass welcome signs.
Yeah.
It's all one. And then you have the cemetery, and then you have Carson Park. And I think that's a fair way to do it, the city offices all together, so you only have technically 1, 2, 3, 4 different things for it.
okay, so
Group
4
together.
different people to be responsible for it.
If,
Yeah,
if
there's
4
4.
different people get
But,
bids.
like Dale said, that's highly doubtful.
Yeah, it may be the same person you won't bet. You don't know.
It could be 2 and 2.
But all of them will be responsible to the city for what they're doing, just like anybody else. So, if somebody doesn't do it right, then so on.
Still got Barrett's motion in your head, Larry?
Bears, yeah. Motion to put out in 3 different bids, all of the city property, bypass property, welcome signs, Edward Carson Park,
And the cemetery is a separate agenda.
and then Debbie has a second for that, and then item number 4 will be
Cemetery.
on cemetery.
Okay.
So we have that motion for Barrett and Debbie. Coy?
Yes.
Barrett? Yes. Debbie?
Yes.
Jim?
Yes.
Lane?
Yes.
Motion is carried.
Item 4, discuss possible decision, action to approve, reject, or amend proposal to advertise for sealed bids on a 1-year renewable contract for the cemetery mowing to consist of the following items.
I like a motion we advertise for bids.
Second. Motion by Jim, second by Barrett, to approve motion for bids. Coy?
Yes.
Barrett? Yes. Debbie?
Yes.
Jim?
Yes.
Lane?
Yes.
Motion is carried.
Item 5, discussion of possible decision to approve, reject, or amend ordinance 444 and ordinance adopting the provisions of Oklahoma State Law 1134, 109, and the Municipal Ferry Act.
Mayor, I've been in lots of communication with NOPA's attorneys for the last several months. We have no operating agreement with them, haven't had one. I think the last one was in 1998. The one in 2011 was rejected.
That's 9.
We've been, well, ordinance 444.
Not put is 9.
All right, I apologize, I got the wrong franchise agreement.
Too many agreements. Number 5 is the one, the new state law,
Oh, concealed carry, open
yes,
carry.
for the municipal officials.
An officer retaining his badge.
And our officers to retain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess the question is, they said they were gonna buy them, but I think we can surplus them out. Could we give them to them when they retire?
Shannon, we discussed this statute, is it intent to
The-
give it to them?
Yeah, the Senate Bill 8 22, I believe it was, allows you to give the weapon and their badge upon retirement, or if they're killed in the line of duty, you can give it to their next of kin, their wife or child.
But
That
you
ends that,
give not a person.
Yes.
and that ends that badge number, right?
No.
It retires the badge number, no?
Do the credentials you give them, say retired on.
Yes.
Let me ask you, it says, it doesn't say killed in the line of duty. Upon the death of a municipal police officer prior to retirement. What if he walks out the house and dies of a heart attack?
Yeah, I mean, if he's still an active member, you can give it to them.
No matter how he's
Right.
deceased. Can we give it?
I think we can. We can pass an ordinance.
What do you think about Article 2? We'd have to approve it, but I've talked to David Harden about that. Can authorize. What's your thoughts on Article 2 of that ordinance?
Well, the ordinance 442 that I've got, on 444 is not the franchise. I don't have any other.
Yeah, it's in the book.
That was why it says on ordinance 444, and when I was given, is a NOPA deal, it says ordinance 444 on it, so they got a typo somewhere.
Franchise is a resolution.
Yeah, it's a resolution, yeah, it's no longer an ordinance. But in the book,
It says,
ordinance
it says amend ordinance 444, but 444 is the NOPA agreement.
no, there's a different one in there. It says ordinance 444, so it says at the top.
85, Jeff.
But why do we have two ordinance 444 is my question.
Well, the A9 is franchise, and that says resolution 2026-03-NOPA. There's nothing in the book about an ordinance.
He pulled the ordinance 444 out of our charter or our,
Yeah, that's a tentative once it passes. That's not what we're voting on tonight, and the number will be different.
Good.
Okay? The ordinance that we're looking at tonight is, all we have on the franchise tonight is the resolution, so that we can have the election. But ordinance 444 is, yeah, it's A5, I think, yeah.
Yeah, it's a
It's just one page. That's a trial copy of that. I thought we might need an ordinance right off the bat. Turns out we don't need the ordinance till after the election. So that's straight out.
The voters have to approve.
The voters have to approve, yes. So that is not going to be ordinance 444. 444 is the one on the, so you mark that 444 out on the front. That's mislaid. That was my fault. I sent that out when I thought we were going to need the ordinance first.
Is anybody opposed to the wording of what's on the ordinance?
I'm opposed to Article 2, but fully supportive of Article 1.
Well, but again, what it authorizes us, that doesn't mean we have to approve
It
this.
said those in listed areas, is what it says.
this is a new state law that's,
Yeah.
11-1. And it, right now, prior to 11-1, and unless the city adopts this, any municipal official carrying a handgun, unless this passes, would be illegal.
Darn. authorizes the governing body to authorize. Now, I read that to mean we would have to approve it first.
That's the way I read it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That is exactly what
Yeah,
it
and
is.
it continues to say except those in listed certain areas. So we could pass it and make exceptions where it could be carried.
Absolutely.
Can't go in back.
You still can't carry it in an open meeting, so you couldn't carry it here anyway.
Well,
Open meeting act doesn't allow firearms.
still living with this statute, so y'all couldn't carry it in the building in the meeting?
I'm shocked, this is the first time I've ever seen two statutes that didn't agree.
That's crazy, isn't it?
We have to authorize. so
I
that-
simply asked to have this put in since municipalities across the state have been asked to put it forth to their council. I don't even know.
As far as municipal judge being carried, they have a municipal judge class through OML where municipal judges can qualify and then they're allowed to carry in any courtroom in the state of Oklahoma. But this says any valid handgun license, so I'm not sure what that entails, but if we pass it, even fully with Article 2, we can still designate certain areas like the meeting rooms or our offices where you cannot carry or a civilian can't carry or whatever. But
Or you could say you can't carry in here at all. Correct.
you know, the purpose of this act was people wanted to carry wherever because
Yeah.
the Second Amendment says they can. So this says, yeah, you can, except in areas that are designated otherwise.
Well, so we designate this whole building at once. We chose something.
Or we keep them from carrying anywhere.
I don't know if you can, but we can try.
And this only deals with municipal employees. And
I don't have to worry about municipal employees, worry
Well,
about
unless our fire chief tells
It
us.
don't say
It doesn't say it's for
okay,
employees.
well, then I would suggest then that you strike Article 2 until we can get confirmation, because this may not be the, I'll get you all the new law, state law printed out, so you can take a look and see what it
I read
says.
this to mean anybody can carry it, it doesn't say municipal.
No.
That says those from judge.
Right.
You want to approve it with Article 1 on?
Why don't we,
I would strike Article 2.
why don't we just table the whole thing and look at it a second time, and we could just adopt the entire ordinance, which we've done with our other ordinances as far as trash and tall grass and all that, just adopt state law.
Okay, Mr. Larry, a motion to.
Okay,
Second.
do I hear a second?
Second.
Motion to table by Lane, second by Jim. Coy?
Yes.
Jared?
Yes.
Debbie?
Yes.
Jim?
Yes.
Lane?
Yes.
Motion is tabled.
All right, there's no need for 6. Item 7, discussion possible decision to approve, reject, or amend Resolution 2026-01 Charter, the resolution of the City Council of the City of Stilwell authorizing and providing notice of election to be held April 7, 2026, to wit, a proposal to amend the charter of the City of Stilwell to amend eligibility requirements for city office and provide an effective date of adoption.
That resolution is in the book. What it amounts to, it catches something that slipped past us at the last charter elections, and that is the amount of time you have to be a resident before you're eligible to run for office. State says 6 months. Somehow or other, and yes, that's just true, we didn't change it. And that's all this does, is change the residency
To
requirement.
conform to state law.
To conform to state law, yeah.
Yeah, it's item 7. So you're going to have 2 questions.
Actually, it's gonna be 3. There's 2 for the charter and 1 for franchise on the election. That's what we're looking at, if we pass all 3.
Where's the, oh,
Primarily, lot of people have the primary address as P.O. Box.
Well, but now, when you go down and fill out the box, you have to give a street address. So, and in your case, you have to give your 911. Yes.
Well, I just give them a photo registration card.
But I got a PO box, I got a right, but I live ahead, right here, let's see, Mayor said, first Monday in May.
If the state law says 6 months, why would we not follow that state law?
That's what Jan asked, but I've been gone for a while. Jan Wilhite came, election secretary. Here's what she told me. She'd call last night, known Roger all alive, but her husband, but she said that, they do Watts, they do Westfield, they do school boards. You have that choice. You can dictate whether you want to go with your own standard of immediately proceeding. But she said most all of them have chosen to adopt state law 6 months previous. So she said, I think comes to the meeting, she would have to notify the state election board if we chose to do the immediately proceeding. And I guess sort of recommended we did the 6 month residency.
Well, we passed actually a resolution in January of '25 that said a 6 month thing. But then, for some reason, we come back and passed another one in February of '25 that it referred back to the
Yeah,
minute
it was
before.
a
It was a Scrivener's error.
kind of
It
a
should-
typo, but it's not the kind you can correct just by looking at
It
it.
should have gone on the ballot
Yes,
as conforming to state law,
Yeah.
but it didn't get that way, so.
And the
we're
charter
just
states
asking.
that the voters can change it.
Right. and
That
that's
is why
we've got
we're
an election
asking.
for it.
Let me ask
But
you-
that's all that changes, it's just the 6 months.
On O2, it comes mayor assumes office first Monday in May, but council also assumes office first Monday in May, if I remember right. Was that in the old?
They take place at the first council meeting in May, if I remember correctly. I forget what the word was.
That's right.
For council people,
Yeah.
but May 1, no matter what day of the week it is on, is for the mayor and right now, the city clerk. Is May 1. That was an amendment passed, I don't know, quite a few years ago.
Actually, council members on the meeting date that would happen at 5:30 in a swearing,
I think
you
that,
take office technically at noon.
I think that was changed back, because I remember you and I being sworn at or sworn in,
Both.
early, if you will remember, back in 2013.
Something like in the afternoon.
Mhm.
What I was told when I first moved in here is that everybody at that time officially took office at noon on Monday. Now, where they got that, I don't know, but that's what I was told. And since then, we have changed it so that the mayor and the city clerk start on May 1. We have not made any change on the council member, but actually the charter does not say. It says takes office in May, if I remember right.
First meeting, I think it's in.
I think it is first meeting. But I'm not gonna go to bank on that, but
I think it was.
I believe that's right.
Well, we're on 8, but I'm gonna make a motion to approve agenda item 7.
Well, 7 is what we're talking about at the worst time. And all that. Yeah, so approve the change in eligibility time. Do I have a second? Second. Second by Barry. Coy?
Yes.
Barry?
Yes.
Debbie?
Yes.
Jim?
Yes.
Lane?
Yes.
That motion is carried. Now we're on number 8.
And discussion possible decision to approve, reject, or amend resolution 2026-02, charter resolution of the city council of the city of Stilwell authorizing and providing notice of election to be held April 7, 2026, to propose to amend the charter of the city of Stilwell to remove the elected office of the city clerk treasurer to an employed salary position effective May 1st, 2027.
That is the end of the current term.
still have to be a city resident.
No.
No, if you're not elected, that doesn't apply. You hire whoever you think.
It would be like
We're
having,
gonna appoint a clerk from, Barron.
it'd be
Yeah.
just like,
Stillwell
Just like any other.
just like the appointed,
A higher position.
And I miss you, Andy.
Just like anybody.
I was gonna say, just like we appointed Jeff, but I didn't have a part in that.
Well, what it does, it lets the council,
You would admit it anyway.
it lets the council choose someone who is qualified in the areas necessary rather than running as an elected official.
It would go through the same hiring process and then be brought to the council for confirmation.
Let the voters decide. I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Is that Debbie?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Motion by Jim, second by Debbie to approve, number 8, Coy,
Yes.
Derek? Yes. Debbie?
Yes.
Jim?
Yes.
Lane?
Yes.
Motion is carried.
Now, number 9, Jeff, discussion possible decision to approve, reject, or amend resolution 2026-03, not vote, franchise 2026, a resolution of the city council of the city of Stilwell authorizing notice of election to be held April 7, 26, to wit, an ordinance granting a franchise renewal of the trustees of the Northeast Oklahoma Public Facilities Authority, their successors, and signs for, this is really long, a term of 25 years from and after February 23rd, 2026, a non-exclusive franchise to install, construct, maintain, and operate a system within the city for the purpose of transmitting, distributing, and selling natural gas, prescribing method of acceptance, and providing a penalty for non-compliance.
Wow,
The one they passed in 2011 was twice that long, the title.
well, but it was rejected. We've been operating without a contract for a number of years. And I asked their attorney at Barber and Barks and his assistant as well, can you please send me a copy of the contract? Their response was, there is no contract. So I don't know, I don't even know how there's no start date of the contract, so I don't know how it has an ending date that's due in February 2026. But that's what they say. So he and I kicked around a year-to-year agreement, but still a year-to-year agreement has to be approved by the voters. Any franchise does. I don't know what this body wants to do. The way it was written years and years ago was we could purchase NAPA, if that's what we wanted to do. We could replace it with another gas company. I don't know, but I know we had no contract with them. So, and we haven't been getting an adequate sum of money. They tell me that according to their trust agreement, they cannot give us 5%. So they've been giving us purportedly 50,000, but they haven't. After Jean Ann ran the numbers on it, they gave us 19,000. Was it last year or the year before?
I don't remember. We just got 50,000 from them this year. But if you go through the tax amounts, we went through the tax amounts paid on, through the city of Stilwell. I had to give you a printout, and it actually totaled up, it would have been about 90,000 a year that they needed to send us on the 5%.
I don't think they're playing fair with us. The deeper we looked into it, they give 100 and some thousand to
It's
Northeastern.
odd, yeah, how they do it. Tahlequah System receives, this last month, $50,000. NSU gets Tahlequah System got 100,000. NSU gets 100,000 from Tahlequah. The Stilwell got 50,000. NSU gets 50,000. Westville gets 50,000, NSU gets
I want to invest
50,000.
money like that.
Well, if you get it.
So
Yeah, if you get it. Yeah.
NSU actually received 200,000.
Well, they own the gas company.
That's what
Well-
they say. They were the ones that set it up.
Yeah, sure they were.
They did. Northeast, I think,
Jim
Set up.
Garrison,
for the benefit of Northeastern.
They did.
I think, but anyway, I don't think they've dealt fairly with us at all as far as financially, and the fact that we've existed for, I guess, 30 years without a contract, 29 years. I don't know what you all want to do. It's, there are several options. We can continue, we can, pass an ordinance and continue on what's been happening so far, but there's really no guarantees. They tell us they cannot pay us according to their trust agreement. I've not seen their trust agreement.
Well, why are they saying they can't pay us?
Well, they say the way their trust agreement is set up, they can't pay us 5%. I haven't seen their trust agreement, I don't know. And I don't know where the 50,000 agreement came from or how long it's been.
when I first started on the board in 2019, it was 40,000 for a few years.
I think for a couple of years, that 40,
And then it jumped up to 50 a couple of years ago.
But didn't last year they just passed 19 or something like
They
that?
were delayed, but then they sent.
So I don't know. I mean, it's a crazy deal.
Well, what would happen if the voters in this case, because that's the agenda item, is to put it up for a vote, what if they voted to not renew?
I don't know.
Then what?
We had the option to buy them out according to some contract signed years and years ago that we've been operating under. We have no current franchise agreement with them. So,
We talked several years ago about them, out. We would own city limit to city limit. We would get the revenue of the gas within the city. We would get revenue from the gas that passed through the city to another source.
so do we have a utility department that can handle that? I mean, do we have to hire a bunch more people? I don't know. We could, there's a gas company called AOG who's out of Arkansas that could operate and take over. There's something they would have to do mechanically that they could take over the lines and everything, the taxpayers pay the bill.
You're dealing on the gas futures. You can make money on gas.
Brad?
I don't know. I mean,
We looked at this several years ago.
it's
I think it was $1 million.
Well, I don't know,
Something
in the
about
city, I mean, we didn't give utilities either.
We can't table this for a month.
How much should we table
Well,
this?
but that's my point. What ties us to this theoretical February 22nd deadline?
That is the date that was in the previous contract, which was voted on in 2011. And it was a 15-year.
But then it was rejected. I mean, we have, according to them, and I searched everywhere I could search here, we have no contract. They say we have no contract. We're operating under no agreement.
But they contacted us and said your agreement's running out.
That's right. So where's that come from?
Well,
Can you ask for a copy of the
But-
agreement?
We did, and they don't have it. And I've got it in an email.
hang on, and the reason though that we need to like pump the brakes for a minute is if, let's say it is rejected by the public, right?
They
Say,
kept pumping gas though.
well, they did, but let's say that it is theoretically. You said an option would be to buy them out.
Well, that's
We don't
what
need to have those discussions without the utility department here.
I don't know why. They would have to be involved. It's a city decision, not a
They'd have to
utility
hire.
department decision.
Yeah, they would have
But it
to
would,
hire more.
that's probably why they would need to be involved.
What'd she say?
I said they'd have to hire more people,
Who was that?
the utility.
Yeah, I mean, that's a city decision. It's not,
Yeah,
not a
Utilities
decision.
used to read the meters, and that was some of the math way back. Nothing, they had public facility, we paid them $80,000 a year to read the meters, and then they quit doing it. And the deal was, remember the one winter when gas was so high, my gas bill, I couldn't hardly afford it.
2021.
Yeah.
Was it 21, was gas cold, and, but they were getting all the complaints down at the utility department, well, the girls got to complaining, they said, well, let's just quit doing it, it was $80,000 they paid the regulators, so. And it wasn't those girls' fault, but the gas prices were up 2 years ago.
No, we quit reading the news.
We have a motion on the floor to table number 9.
I'll second.
Second by Coy. Coy.
Yes.
Barrett.
Yes.
Was that a yes?
Yes.
Okay. Debbie.
Yes.
Jim.
I guess so.
That's it.
Wayne.
Make the motion.
Okay, motion is tabled.
All right, possible executive session for discussions of items 10 through 18 as per Title 25 OS 307B 1234.
Make a motion to go in executive session at 6:38.
Motion by Debbie, second by Jim, that we go into executive session at 6:38. Coy.
Yes.
Barrett. Yes. Debbie.
Yes.
Jim.
Yes.
Lane.
Yes.
Motion is carried. We're now in executive session.
Okay.